Morning, YouTube. Yes, it's me, and I am back again. Sorry to disappoint you. I know this is third video in less than a month. I hope you won't hold that against me too much. Well, no more than normal. Right then, kind of following along in the same unzany spirit of my Altoids tin test, which wasn't an Altoids tin because it was a tobacco tin. I thought it's not going to be a series, but everyone seems to be doing get home bags, get out of dodge bags, bug out bags, when manure hits the fan bags, that sort of thing. So I thought I'd put my two penneth in. So here it is. And I can already hear people jumping out of windows in high buildings and lemmings killing themselves, lest they have to view another 10 minutes of abject misery. Still, never mind. So if any small children or frightened animals in the room, best remove them now. Right then, so as you can see, the bag. This isn't an expensive bag because this isn't an expensive channel, because I am at heart a cheapskate. I am a fully paid up member of the Clan McFiscal. So to start with, the bag. It's a regatta bag, as you can see. This cost me £8, which I bought online, and it's an 18-litre bag. But it is small, but it is very robust for its size, and surprisingly so. I only saw it online before I bought it. I never actually saw it in the Cordura, so to speak. Or is that in the flesh? Interesting dilemma, that. Anyway, so I was rather surprised with the quality of it because it is exceptionally well made. It's, I would guess, as a rough guesstimate, that it's probably 600 denier material. That seems about right. It's neither, a bit like the Grand Old Duke of York of rucksacks, it's neither thick nor thin. Not at the top of the hill, but it's not at the bottom. It's definitely at the bottom of the price range. So, without any further ado, I will start with the outside of the pack, as they say in all the best videos, which mine certainly isn't. So, pair of good, solid work gloves, just carabined onto the back. This particular brand is Briars, and they were very cheap at a local garden centre. And as you can see, I'm just going to do these two snaps. Pardon moi. Right, there is a little, just one outside pocket. So I thought we'd start with that. So what's in here? I hear you ask. Well, a roll of black electrician's insulating tape. A pack of lifeboat matches with a striker on the side, obviously. I think these are Coghlan's, but don't quote me on it. I also have inside there one of those trick birthday candles that you light and then they go out and they come back on. You can't extinguish them unless you put them in water. So they're great for lighting fires with. And I have a pack of about a dozen or so cable ties. They're about the 9-inch cable ties, I believe, from a local shop. a travel pack size of toothpaste, a folding toothbrush from the pound shop. I believe I got two for the price of one, and I think I gave one to a friend of mine. Yes, I do have friends. Well, I can count them on the fingers of one finger, but there you go. A space blanket, solar blanket, mylar blanket, whatever name they are going now. A cheap one from China, but it does the job. Here, taped together, I have a fish hook disgorger in plastic, and then here I have a ceramic rod knife sharpener. You can also sharpen fish hooks with it, which is useful because in addition to carrying this bag home, actually, I would have my tiny little pocket fishing kit with me, so I would have fish hooks to sharpen up before you wonder where they were. Dental floss, 1,000,001 uses, as everybody knows. A USB lead charger, just in case for emergencies. This is quite not unique, it's quite universal in so much as on the charging end it has an Apple socket, but if you pull it off like that, it has a mini USB as well, which is the one that fits my phone. So that's quite cool. It's a multi-use item. What else have we got in here? Oh yeah, just got one Hesbit tab, just for old time's sake. One loose, slightly larger cable tie. Ah yes. And a taped up razor blade. Sorry, not a razor blade. It's two Stanley knife blades in gaffer tape, just as a wholesome backup. And that is actually everything in that little pocket. So me being the unusually untidy individual which I am, I'm going to uncharacteristically put these things back because I'm doing them on a buffet top and it's not very big. And if I don't put them back, I'll just end up with things everywhere. So just bear with me a sec. Unnormal service will resume as shortly as is physically possible. Okay, so me. So that's the inside. Right then, we'll get to the interior content, shall we? Why not? So, on the drawstring, on the snow collar of the rucksack, I have a whistle. This is one of those SOLAS approved emergency whistles that you get in lifeboats and on life jackets and stuff, and it's very good. It's very loud. I'm not going to blow it because it's 7:30 in the morning and I don't want to wake either the dog or anyone else up. I also have one of these car window breakers and seatbelt cutters, which is got to be a good thing. Very cheap, weighs nothing. A bit like my brain. Now, I did have on this key ring until yesterday when I checked it. A little, very little button cell LED torch, but it needs a new battery, a new cell. So I've taken that off to replace, because obviously that is a mod that a lot of people have on there, and I copied it ruthlessly, so I make no apologies for that. So now the inside of the bag is lined with, oddly enough, and I know that's upside down, is a Trekker rucksack liner in place of a dry bag, because it's bright orange. You can use it for signalling, and it keeps everything inside waterproof. So first of all, the nearest top, I have two 1/2 litre fold up plastic water bottles. With the bag being so small, rather than go with a rigid water bottle, I have two of these. Now they're quite good. They're light. They're very reliable. Got little beaners on them that you can hang them from things. They do the job. I have my canteen cook set here, which you've seen in previous videos, so I'm not going to pull all the bits out. There's a little meth spirit stove in there, a bail arm that fits onto the pot, got a lid which you can use with the bail arm on, which is even better. It's just made out of an old coffee pot, and I've had this for years. I have done a video about it quite a few years ago now, so you can look that up if you wish. If you're absolutely not too bored with this, you could look that up, I guess. I have a titanium spork. I'm not a big fan of them, but it's very compact and it's very light. So the ends are just padded so it doesn't dig holes in everything. A lighter. The case it's in is an Exotac waterproof lighter, which is pretty cool. It works for me, it'll work for you. Also the lighter, it's a very cheap brand one, full brand, but it also has an LED light in the bottom, which I thought was pretty cool, and it's an unexpected free bonus, so to speak. So that's got to be a good thing. And next out, a life straw, which, you know, when you're on the go with water, 3 days and all that guff, got to be a good thing. So what else have we got? Ah, yes, folding saw in a Ziploc bag taped up. Now, I don't go with the herd, never have. I'm too tight-fisted. I did a lot of research into this to pick the best one, and I came to the conclusion that people in the know seem to think, don't know whether you can see it or not, but the best one you can get is a Corona saw, not a Silky or a Barco Laplander, but a Corona. So this is about a 9-inch blade one. You better find this model online. It came off Amazon, but I've tried it, and I think it is better than the Barco. Yes, I realise I'm being very heretical. I'm committing heresy, whatever the word is, by suggesting that the Holy Laplander saw can be bettered for the money, but I think it can. But anyway, I'm an idiot. What do I know? So anyway, that's that. So what's up next? An old Berghaus camera pouch, and in this I do apologise. I'm just getting over the touch of bronchitis, amongst other things. I have a little 10 by 25 monocular. It weighs about 3 ounces and it is really useful. It's better than carrying a pair of full-size binos, and it's just as good. And the magnification is, as I say, it's 10. It's just about perfect. You don't get too much shake off it. You can hold it easily, and it's coated optics as well, so that's pretty cool. Here, my ever faithful Mora Classic number 2. This particular one is made by E. Johnson of Mora in Sweden, which isn't quite as common as the Ericsson or Frost Moras, but it's quite old. But it's like a razor. I draw filed spine, give me a perfect 90 degrees for sparking on my homemade furrow rod. I also have paracord lashed all around the sheath, and also just tucked away under a ranger band, I have a little wooden compass, just for old time's sake, and a few ranger bands, pardon me, that hold the furrow rod on and can be used as tinder in an emergency when it's wet, because even when it's soaking wet, they will burn in rain. In fact, they burn fantastically in rain. In here, in this Ziploc bag, I have a small bottle of hand sanitizer, the alcohol type, which turbocharges your fires when you light them, so that's cool as well. And what else have we got? Oh yes, now then, what's in this? Just like Christmas opening all this stuff. Ah yes, I have a small this is a Tank 007 LED flashlight. No connection with James Bond at all. That's just the brand name. And takes a single AAA battery, which I have 3 of here. One, the LED torch, and 2, this black diamond head torch, which also has a red LED as well for night vision. I mean, it weighs nothing. I can't remember the model of it, but it is definitely black diamond. Look it up online. It's the one with the single strap, and it's the smallest one they do, but it's awesome. And in the actual pouch, I have a silk sleeping bag liner. It weighs nothing and it's really warm. It's brilliant. Also in here, I have a metal aluminum match case, which has a lot of safety matches in, complete with, I don't know whether you can see them or not in this light, 2 more of the Trick birthday candles and a couple of strikers to strike the matches. And it's aluminum, as I say. It is an Exotac one, but I got it very cheap because it's a knock. It's not a knockoff. It's made in the same factory. It is an Exotac one. It's just branded differently. You can see the brand. It's Outdoor EDC, and it was only a couple of pounds. So it's great. Another money-saving thing there. Because it's all down to the dollars. So let's just put all that back in there and get it out of the way. Because this buffet is getting a bit tight for manoeuvring space. A bit like the inside of my brain when it comes to intelligence. Plenty of space there to manoeuvre, but there's not much in there to do the manoeuvring. So I hope you haven't committed Harry Carry yet. I'm going as fast as I can, honestly. A Seat to Summit pop-up silicone bowl. Enough said. Goes with the Spork perfectly well. Seat to Summit there. It holds about 700 mils. The bottom you can use the chopping board as well because it's very rigid. So that's cool. Now then, as regards cutting implements again, I have a very small but very useful camp hatchet. This particular one has a 4.5 inch blade. It weighs £1. In fact, it actually weighs slightly less than £1. The brand is PBK, and I acquired it for £4, and I'm well chuffed with this. And it also has a dinky little sheath as well. And yes, I have tried it, and it works very well given its size. Now then, another thing that isn't in many get home bags, but it is in mine. This is as you can see, it says, I am an Amtech 300 mils, or those of you who live in my world, 12 inches, wrecking bar. In the UK, we'd call this a crowbar. And it's very light. It weighs about 7 ounces. It weighs nothing. But if you need to gain entry somewhere or as a close defense weapon, I guess, you could use it. It's very good. Keep the ends padded, obviously. But when it's in transit, it doesn't rip the bag to pieces. Not long now, we're getting there. I have a poncho, which doubles as shelter as well as rainwear. It is a full size one. It's about just over 2 meters by 1.5 meters. It's got the eyelets and straps in the corners. It makes a very good tarp as well. So, and the brand is Hooked on Nature. It folds up into its own pouch, and it even has a little swivel for you to hang it from. So jobs are good. Some pack of 3 N95 dust masks. Pretty much everyone has these. Self-explanatory, really. Especially if you've seen the aftermath of the 9/11, or is it 11/9? Over here it would be 11/9, I guess, because we reversed date. But for the dust, smoke, anything else, very useful. One for yourself, two for acquaintances. Right, in here, I'm not going to pull it out, but I think you're getting the gist of it. It's a Gellert first aid pack. Now, it does have a couple of the bits that came in with it, but I mainly ripped it to bits and replaced all the contents with high quality stuff, trauma gear, etc. Also, at the end, as I say, I'm not going to open it, but here, this end bit, is a very small Japanese transistor with batteries that has all the wave bands, every single one, short wave, medium wave, long wave, VHF, the whole 9 yards, because you need communication, or you need to be able to hear the outside world at least. So that's pretty cool as well. Right, this is a cheaper version, but exactly the same quality of the Sol Bivy sleeping bag. This particular brand, if you want to look it up, it's Bramble. It's 91 by 213 centimeters when it's open. I have tried it, and it's very, very good considering its size. So that's kind of your sleeping bag effect. Bearing in mind that I can work up to 60 or 70 miles away from where I live. So if the transport and grid does go down, I am going to need all this stuff to get home. In here, I have a full pack of pure, large, no fragrance, alcohol-free wet wipes. An absolute godsend. These are brilliant. And you get 2 for £1 at the pound shop. So they're, you know, that's the brand if you can make that out. And again, so brilliant. Highly recommended, even by an idiot like me. 1 full pack flattened toilet roll, because, you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And you always need tail timber to use. Better than leaves, and especially better than nettles. If you do use nettles, make sure you near dot leaves. So there you go. We're nearly there, don't panic. Aha, yes. This is one of those cheap festival type disposable ponchos. You can see there it's Puddles with a Z. Waterproof rain poncho. Again, in a Ziploc bag. Just gives you 1 extra Ziploc bag for storage or anything else. I'm quite keen on those because they're really cheap. In here is just an addition to the meds kit for the bigger stuff that wouldn't fit in. Got some very large Meepaw adhesive dressings and quite an assortment of pills. I have ibuprofen, codeine, anodine, aspirin, anti-diarrhea drugs, and paracetamol. So that's quite comprehensive. Like the school I went to, that was very comprehensive. Although I didn't go much, it has to be said, which is probably why I'm in the state I am today. A mosquito head net. You know, this country's not too bad for bugs and fly things, but yeah, you know, we get midges. All right, they're not horse flies or mozzies. We do get mozzies though, but not too badly. But weighs nothing, only cost about 50p. So just chuck that in. Right, why not, eh? So that is actually it. I can hear sighs of relief already. Just a couple, one more thing. In the back, down the back of the pack, because it is a frameless one. Or is it spineless? No, that's me, I'm spineless. But it's one of those garden kneeling pads. Again, came from the pound shop. I've had it years. It's been in numerous packs. But it's very good for making the pack into it gives it a sort of form to it, and it stops sharp things poking in your back. Oh, I know what I didn't mention. In the first aid kit, there's about 40 purification tabs. So you don't actually need to boil water if necessary. You can do it on the sly. Or is it on the fly? On the fly. So anyway, that's my take on a get home bag, for what it's worth, which isn't much. So anyway, as usual, this was a Fred Carno Circus production in association with, you know who, Casey's Court Promotions of Mews Cottage, Oildrum Lane, Shepherd's Bush, London. So if you liked this video, tell your friends. If not, don't tell them. So I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching, and bye.